Go over the NFL games tomorrow. See who's gonna win. We're gonna stream tomorrow. We're gonna talk about them. Probably watch a little Red Zone while we play, and we're gonna do Warlock. So the first game at 8:30 a.m. Where are these niggas playing? Are these niggas in Zimbabwe? Let me see. Viking. Is this Vikings Brown? Where they playing at? In London. Okay, so first of all, we're just proving that we still hate the British because we are giving them Arms Week. What is this? We are giving them the Vikings and Browns. Like, this is maybe one of the most disrespectful things you can do to a country that you want to show like what real football is. You give them, first of all, you give them the worst team to ever exist. We're gonna do this right here just to go in there and do something. It's about the gameplay. It's not about the gameplay. I'll show y'all my gameplay. I don't really know how to build. I know I gotta get a couple hundreds here. I'm working my way to that, but right now it's some 85s, some 70s. I know it has to be in Destiny. It has to be 100, a 200. You got to put it all in there. I'm figuring it out. God damn it. Give me a goddamn break here. Vikings and Browns, the disrespectful bowl. We're going to call this the disrespect bowl. We're going to call this the Tea Party bowl. The I Hate London bowl. We'll take the Vikings. Oh, actually, minus 198. I don't know who the Vikings quarterback is. Who's the Vikings quarterback? What does Carson Wentz play?
There's an awful lot of hardware out there.
All right, it's gonna be a longer video than I thought.
I do love rolling in a tank. Nearest thing
We're gonna try to make it quick. I don't know who their quarterback is. Just say Josh. Okay. Upset alert. We got the Browns. To make the Browns drama a little bit more worse, we got the Browns at plus 164. This is DraftKings. I don't have DraftKings. I only have the daily fantasy DraftKings because I stay in a slave state named Houston, Texas. Why did I just throw that like that? Where you can't watch the porno you want and you can't gamble what you want. But I can go buy a big ass gun. Like right now, I can buy a gun bigger than a 4-year-old right now from an academy, a place where you buy yacht straps and helmets and bats. I can also get a huge gun, probably within like an hour. I can leave this stream on. Let me get this dude. I can leave this stream on and come back here in a couple hours with a very large gun, and that will happen before I'm able to bet or watch Pornhub. Let me move on. Denver versus the Eagles. You know, I think the Eagles drama is set to cave. You know, they're obviously a great team. They're built extremely well. It's just ridiculous how good they are. And the front office, GMs, whoever, you know, I don't know who won Executive of the Year the last 2 years, but they should be the ones winning Executive of the Year every year. If the defense, if they're hitting draft picks like this, they have the wide receivers that they do, they have the running back that they do. Thanks a lot to their division rivals for giving them a running back who had the greatest season in the history of the franchise in his first year. But the drama is set to implode at some point. Hurts is playing like ass. Yes, they're winning games, but they don't have a competent offense at all. They just have a very good overall team. Again, thanks to the great draft. They're playing Denver. I don't trust Bo Nix, but I'm kind of betting on the drama to implode. So we going Denver 180. This is like plus 180. It's kind of messed up on my screen. We going Denver. Another upset alert. Giants and Saints. This is what we call the Turd Bowl. I'm not sure if this is the last time they played, but the last time they played, I swear the game was like 56-50. That's what I remember. I don't know if that's exactly true, but it was a ridiculously high-scoring game. Why am I feel like I'm so weak? I need to change something. Or is this weapon? Yeah. I'll upgrade it real quick. I can't. I don't have a core. It's this weapon. That's why I'm low.
Schematics were lost in the collapse.
281. Supposed to be like 290.
That apart.
But anyway, Saints and Giants, absolute turbo. The Saints and Giants is like taking a shit in the water and the toilet is low. So it just like sits on the side of the bowl, halfway in the water, halfway in the bowl, and it's like it's stinking because it's shit. But it's like a different type of stinking because it's exposed shit. I got the Giants winning, -102. Raiders and Colts. The Raiders and Colts. The turd is all the way in the water. It is an active floater, but like probably like 30% of it is above the water. So like it's in the water. It's not on the side, just like the Giants and the Saints are. It's in the water. But it's a turd so large that a little bit of it is hanging up out the water. Like a roach could float on this turd to safety if he needed to. Like if this was in sewage and he needed to get to the other side of the lake or river or wherever our sewage is going on, I really don't know. From what I read, our sewage is going right back into the fucking sinks we drink out of. But I'm gonna go Colts. The Colts blew that game last week. They wasn't supposed to lose. They gave up 2 easy touchdowns that they were supposed to have. And I don't trust Daniel Jones, but I definitely don't trust the Raiders. I mean, Jesus Christ. Cowboys and Jets. So I heard a very interesting stat on a podcast. I will name that podcast the day that podcast gives me money to podcast. But apparently, Justin Fields is like 0-25 when the opposing team scores over 21 points. So whatever team he's on, that means that they can't score. Dallas has the worst defense since like the Saints like 4 years ago. But on offense, they can score. So we're going to go Dallas. The Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens, right? So this is one of those confusing ass games. I'm kind of running through this now that I realize we just on 4-1. I need to get another controller. Keep throwing a grenade out. This is a little bit of a trap game because I'm not sure if Lamar is playing. I think he might be hurt. I thought he had a hamstring injury. I thought I read that. And the Texans stink. They have a very interesting defense. The Raiders has a terrible, terrible defense. But if Lamar is playing, I trust Baltimore. I mean, I know, on top of them having a terrible defense, they do have Lamar Jackson, and they do have a lot of injuries. I'm not blaming them. We're just going off the game here. I'm gonna go Baltimore because never in my life will I ever support a Houston team. I'll support a Dallas team before I support a Houston team, and they both are equally terrible places to be or visit or live or breathe or to even see on the map. It ruins my day. Next game. Did I skip something? I just skipped like 1,000 games here. Wait. Where did I go? Oh, the 4th. Here we go. Carolina and the Dolphins. Okay, so these are 3. I'm going off like 5 games. These are 3 of 5 of the worst games that could ever be like scheduled. Like, if you scheduled this last year, these are terrible games. If you Cowboys is just a terrible game last year, this year, the year before that, the year before that, I'm looking at the next game, the year before that. Actually, this might be the worst slate of games I've ever seen, and I've only seen like 4 of 6. Like, I can't see the rest of the screen. I got you, my boy. The Dolphins and Carolina is like, man, I got a lot of turd references here. This is like if you drink, I'ma say 2 gallons of pickle juice. Like 2 gallons, 2 big jugs. The Costco jugs. I don't know how many gallons it is, but you know the pickles they got at Costco that's like the size of a computer desk. This is like drinking that, having a bunch of milk, drinking that, finding whatever you're allergic to, and consuming that too, because you're gonna shit yourself. This is what this is. This is pure defecation. This is the embodiment of defecation. There's no bigger like example of defecation that you'll ever see in your life besides Carolina and the Dolphins. Like, how much of a problem do you have in your life? Like, what is going on with your actual life? How do I even get up there? How do you even get up there? If you go to the Dolphins Carolina game, I can't even get up there. Like, actively, you're gonna wear a jersey. I don't know what Dolphins jersey you're gonna wear. I don't care if it's Tyreek, that's a nasty jersey. I don't know what Carolina jersey you're gonna wear. Maybe it's fucking Luke Kuechly. Maybe you're like me and you're just a fan that's stuck. But going to that game is maybe the worst possible decision you could ever make, like in the history of your life. And I'm actually scared for you and scared of you if you attend this game. If I don't care if it's free tickets, you cannot attend this game. This is just not safe to attend. And I'm actually not going to bet a winner because I don't care. That's how bad this is. I don't even care. I couldn't tell you who's gonna win either way, but I don't care either way. The same thing goes to this next game. Tennessee. I could have just said Tennessee, and that's the same as the last game before. But Tennessee at the Cardinals, I'm gonna actually pick a winner. But the last game I said you drink like 2 big things of that Costco juice, pickle juice, and some, whatever you're allergic to. If you're allergic to shellfish, I want your face to blow up. Like, I don't want you to like need an EpiPen type of blow up, but I want you with rashes all over your body. This is just the rashes all over your body part. This is bad. I'm gonna pick the Cardinals to win, but at the end of the day, their betting is -420. 4-1 underdogs for the Cardinals to win is not a good bet. Do not bet this. I'm just picking who's gonna win. If you got one of those big, betting things and you're just picking every winner from every game, you're just throwing it out there, you pick the Cardinals. Individually or a part of a parlay, if you bet individually, bet the Titans. Because the Cardinals are not worth -4 whatever. Like, they're actually terrible. They're actually dookie shooting. You see how this melee is just getting all these boys tangled up? Oh shit. You see me right here, my boy. Unlock me here. They're very bad. So this game is not worth betting at all. This game is just as bad as the one before. So, again, if you go to this game, I don't know what kind of fan you're supposed to be. I don't know what you're proving to yourself. But stop. You're scaring your family. Tampa Bay, Seattle. This is actually a good game. Now, in the history of the NFL, this is a bad game. Let's say the last 40 years. This is a bad game. 38 years out of them 40. This is a bad game. 38 years out of them 40. This is a terrible game. 38 years out of them 40. I actually don't know who's gonna win. I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm gonna say Seattle. This is probably the most confusing game that I've seen so far that I don't know was actually gonna happen. But I'll pick Seattle. Detroit and Cincinnati. Pick Detroit. Like, don't actually bet them. Again, if this is a part of like one of those, I know it's a lot of like hood betting down there where you just pick every team to win, and whoever gets that, they win the little prize or whatever between everybody. That's cool. Then you pick the Lions, but they're minus 600, which means I think if you bet, let's say if you bet $10 on this, you win like 60 cents. If you bet $100 on this, I believe you win like $6. Like, this is not even worth the profit of actually betting. But we'll move on. The next game was the Commanders versus the Chargers. Now the Chargers really the Chargers lost to somebody that was ass last week. I forget. The Giants. They lost to the Giants. The Giants are very ass, and the Chargers lost to them. So I don't really know if I trust the Chargers all the way. But if Jaden Daniels is not playing, then go with the Chargers. If Jaden Daniels is playing, then go with the Washington football team. And from how the odds are looking, I think Jaden Daniels is playing. Patriots, Buffalo. These are terrible games. They are a minus 420 favorite. 425. This is another terrible game. Just to bet it straight up, obviously you pick Buffalo. But this is an awful game. And you should stay away and keep your family away from this game. Is this a prime time game? Somebody made the Patriots a primetime Sunday night football game. What the fuck? Like, I'm pretty sure the NFL is just like, it doesn't matter what type of good games we give them. Like, let's just give them the worst games ever. They're still gonna show up, and they're still gonna come in and support. By the way, I don't support. I guess me talking about it could be seen as support. But football hasn't seen $1 from me in a decade. This is an awful primetime game. Monday Night Football, another awful game. All of these, the best game here is the Buccaneers in Seattle. Every other game here is absolute fucking tragedy. And this might be the worst group of games I've ever seen put together. Kansas City and Jacksonville. Now, for some reason, Kansas City is only a minus 185 favorite. Almost 2-1. You pick Kansas City to win. I don't know why people think Kansas City is awful. They just beat Baltimore, which is not an awful team. I don't care about their record. And they're about to play Jacksonville, which is an awful team. I don't care about their record. So I will go with Kansas City with this. It's a pretty easy thing. I thought we had 3 people. What the other dude go? It's a pretty easy decision to make. Why is everybody frozen? What's going on? And that's the end of the slate. I got a little quiet there. I was kind of seeing what was going on. That's the end of the slate. We're gonna finish this game up. We're gonna just defeat these dudes and we're gonna be good to go. But what a putrid, I'm gonna say putrid, like too putrid set of games. You know, I could say awful, I could say terrible, I could say bad. But this is putrid. This is vomit. This is waking up and throwing up. You ever woke up and threw up? Like you're choking on the vomit and that's what wakes you up? Where's this dude been? That's what these set of slates are. Oh wow, I thought I picked him up. Oh, I did. I really like bows in this game. You know, I don't think this is necessarily any stronger or better for my build. I just like using bows. I should probably use the void bow. I forget what the name of it is, but I like this bow too. But I like you know what's going on in old America right now. Let's talk some America. America's in I not even see the name of this dude is Putrid Centurion. America again, putrid. Wow, I swear I wasn't looking at this dude name was Putrid. But we gonna speak putrid. America is just in a putrid form right now. We have several entities of corporations from all levels of entertainment. I just ran to you a slate, a football slate. And they're some of the worst games. There's one good game. Out of all the teams in the NFL, there's one good game. Now, is that because the NFL just has terrible games? Oh shit. Give me up, my boy. I love this gun, man. People telling me to find this gun, this mint retrograde. As soon as I found it, I know why people say it's so good. That's why it's the reason why we're running the strand deal right now. Or halfway strand build. It's prismatic, but we are getting, you know, I watch a little wrestling too. You know, I'm gonna figure out how to do some wrestling videos and such, but we'll get into like base level entertainment. Is my stream not working? Am I talking to myself in here? Oh no, it is working. We're getting just bad entertainment on just about all fronts. If I told you, or if I asked you, is sports better now, or more competitive now, or the players better now than they, I got you. I didn't even see you at first. Than it was in the 90s. I got you, my boy. The answer will be unequivocally no. If you think about the top, let's say the top 3 or 5 receivers. Justin Jefferson, Jamal Chase. Is his name Jamal? Yeah, Chase nigga. And let's say, I would say Puka Nacua. Now, granted, they're all young in their careers. but they probably made more money than Jerry Rice ever made in his life. So I'm gonna compare them. If you think of the best wide receiver list from any part of the 90s, they are nowhere close to that. They're nowhere. They're not. They damn sure ain't Rice. They damn sure ain't Michael Irvin. They damn sure ain't Chris Carter. I mean, they might be like Herman Moore, like late 90s. They're not Isaac Bruce. They're not Torrey Holt. This is not even close, actually. If you think about the 2000s, they're not even close to Larry Fitzgerald. They're not even close to Antonio Brown. Let's give these dudes a little love. Let's see how I did. You know, I typically be getting a lot of assists. Yeah, 67 assists. He had a lot of things. What kind of build he got? That's what I like about this. You can check people build. He got mint retrograde too on wavering duty. What is he? That was a prismatic hunter. Pick up orbs, supercharger. Okay, I feel that. Let's go back. If you think of the top running backs, there's like two. There's two great running backs. Everything else is babuki. Wait, why did I get an activity thing? There are 3 great quarterbacks. Everybody else is average and babuki. But somehow, we're supposed to be convinced that this is evolution. And this is better than what we've seen in the past. When it's actually not even close. Like, besides the 3 top quarterbacks, none of these other dudes are even like, you know, I'm gonna say a quarterback that's like, because Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Famer. So I don't want to say nobody's even. They're not even Ben Roethlisberger. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. But nobody is Ben Roethlisberger at the very least. Ben Roethlisberger for a while was a top 5 to 7 quarterback. A top 5. I don't need to say 7. Nobody's even close. If you say running backs, you can say Barkley and Henry. If I said we don't even want to say the 9. You know, the Barrys, the Emmett, we don't even need to, if we go to the 2000s, like, is anybody that's not Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley, are they even better than Priest Holmes? Like, Priest Holmes didn't play much, have a full career because he got hurt. But like Larry Johnson from the Chiefs was better than most of these dudes. Like, I could be tripping here. I could be kind of pulling at straws here. Glaive melee blows, man. Suspended combatants or perform melee final blows. Okay. Let's go to the tower real quick. If you think defense not even, like, when we think about the 90s cornerbacks or the 2000s or the 2010s, people think about, you know, Dion, Rod Woodson. They don't remember Anelius Williams was locking shit up. Nigga was locking shit up. It was a lot of Eric Davis. It was a lot of niggas back then. There was actually safeties back then. Tim McDonald might kill you. Steve Atwater would kill you. He actually would. We could take it back to the 80s. Ronnie Lott, he will be arrested on the bruh. If Ronnie Lott told niggas to cut his finger off because he couldn't hit, he couldn't tackle properly, he couldn't play properly, he was in too much pain. Cut the finger off on the side. A nigga got his finger cut off on the sideline. Like, I don't even know how that happened. How do you even get your finger cut off on the side? Is this, do a nigga like get some big pliers or some scissors and you cut that bitch off and then you put like a blowtorch to it to stop the, you know, you gotta stop the bleeding and the, I forget what you call it. But you gotta put some heat to that bitch. Do you put that bitch on an oven? I don't think in the 90s they had the electric stoves. I don't remember. We ain't had no damn electric stove. Do you put the chopped finger on the electric stove to stop the fucking wound from bleeding? Like, what's even your mindset? Let's go with this. I like this. What's going on in your head to say, yo, I can't get these tackles off as much as I want to. Do me a favor. Cut this fucking finger off. Huh? Nigga. I would have said, nigga, pardon me? Huh? What'd you just ask me to do? You just asked me to cut your fucking... This is what type of time these niggas was on. And reading this slate and thinking about the players that we used to watch versus the niggas we do now, and it's not even close. These niggas ain't even like Andre Reed. Andre Reed would have been killing these niggas out here. Herman Moore Herman Moore would have been killing these niggas out here. Antonio Freeman, Robert Brooks, y'all remember these niggas on the Packers? They'd have been killing these niggas out here. We want to talk about the Marvin Harrisons, the Reggie Waynes. I can go the Jimmy Smiths. I can just look at the team. Andre Johnson. I can just think about the team and think about the division and think about niggas that's way better than what we get now. Way better. And I didn't even have to say Randy Moss. I didn't even have to say Jerry Rice. I just want to compare how much he was paid. That nobody's even in the stratosphere. Nobody's in the galaxy, in the multiverse. Niggas is on Earth X compared to what these niggas was on, compared to what we was watching. Troy Aikman would be throwing for 7,000 yards. So those are my picks. I'm so disappointed in the NFL. That's why I barely watch it. But those are my picks. They gonna hit. I'm gonna bet them. I just got to echo from my own stream. I'm gonna bet it myself, and we're gonna talk about that motherfucker tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching.